A J Mix exclusive.
Being raised with your parents and the Black Panthers is very interesting. Hindsight is 2020. You remember. I remember the meetings. I remember, different weapons around. I remember, the passion. You know, I was out there right along with them, putting up, F the pigs posters. You know what I mean? So it was interesting because when you went to school, a lot of the kids didn't know what we were doing or what I was talking about. I came to school with the flyer when they're like, "What's this?" But because they wasn't taught it early like we were. Knowing our history as Black people was more, personified. And we know what was going down. It was about the people. It was about the struggle. It was about progression. It was about respecting the ancestors. Different things that really wasn't taught in public schools. I don't think it was too much too early. I think that, people underestimate the youth all the time. And they're more capable of soaking up things than you think.
Wow.
I was one of them, so I know. Professionally, in like 1990, I did Feels Good with Tony. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Oh, girl. You better Google me, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I mean, that was before, before Pac hit, actually. And so I was the first one in the family with a professional hit record that was coming out. So Pac was amped. Oh, everybody was amped. We was happy. It went double platinum, and then it inspired Pac to get his hustle on. And I seen him doing it. You know what I mean? He would be on tour with Digital, and I would see dudes be like, "Yeah, man, I saw your brother. He said, you say you on that Feels Good joint. Like, yeah, he doing his thing too. It was a one of a lifetime experience to go through that. Two brothers having ample success at the same time. He grew up all over. I mean, we both did because our family was. There was a lot of surveillance on our family because of the FBI investigating Black Panther movements and Black liberation movements. So we were among the top, and so we kept moving around the country.
Can you go through, like, you was in Jamaica, Queens? Where was Pac during that time?
Pac was in Harlem, in the Bronx.
When did he leave?
Leland Projects in the Bronx. Our Aunt Glo was up there with all our other cousins, and we were living in Harlem. Then when I broke up, they went to the Bronx and then moved to different spots around New York. Ended up in Baltimore. He ended up in, I think he went through Ohio for a while. Everybody was struggling because my father was on the run, and our mothers was trying to make it as single parents. So we had to go where the opportunities allowed.
When did he end up in California?
Pac ended up in California like I believe it was '88. From Baltimore. He went from Baltimore to Cali to the Bay Area to get some help from Geronimo Pratt's family. Uncle G, that's Pac's godfather. When the family found out I was in the Bay as well, I was in Oakland. They moved to Marin, I was in Oakland. She sent me a card to come to Thanksgiving and see your brother and sister again. And that's how we linked back up. Once we linked back up in the Bay Area. Feels Good came out. Pac was on the grind trying to come up. He What was the name of that group? I can't remember the name of his first group. And they killed me. DJ Diz, Ray Love. So they was hustling, doing their thing, doing records. Um, Pac eventually hooked up with Digital. Digital took him on tour with him. The record I was on was Steadily Climbing, went double platinum. Then Pac got the movie deal, Juice. That changed everything. Juice changed everything.
So Juice came before a record deal.
It kind of came simultaneously because he was with Digital anyway. So they were, nurturing him, trying to get him in a position. Matter of fact, same song had already come out. That was the first record he was on. Clown around when I hang around with the underground, So when Juice happened, and Juice was a blessing because that was supposed to be Money B's part.
Oh, really?
But, that's why I love Digital. Shock and Mun, they knew that Pac had done Apollo. He had acting chops. He went to acting school in Baltimore, so they knew he was more fit. Boom, he went it, did it, got it, boom, it was on. Off to the races. Once Juice was a hit, he got the offer to do Poetic Justice. And we moved to L.A., and John Singleton couldn't get Pac up in the morning to come to set. They were freaking out about, nah, we can't get Pac up. We can't get Pac to do this, do that, do that. We need somebody with him. So, they called me in the Bay. They said, yo, Mo, you got to come down and be with Pac, help Pac, because I'll help the director because we can't get him up.
Wow.
And so it was me, I'll boom, boom, boom. He throw at the door and yell at me, but I got him up. So
that's right.
I got to be with him during Poetic Justice, seeing Janet and all that,
How was that relationship, him and Janet? Just a quick sidebar. Did she
it
like
was
him?
cool.
Did
it
she
was
like
cool.
him?
I think she liked him, but she was apprehensive because Pac was wild. Pac was wild. I knew Biggie. Biggie was our boy. We were fans. We felt like Biggie had what it took to ride with Thug Life, and he would have been complimentary to our thing, and we at heart we New Yorkers. We from the East Coast, so we feeling them too, and that's what they all failed to realize. But Pac is real passionate. He's real. How do I put it? I feel like he would have changed his mind eventually about Biggie.
Was it because of who Biggie was as a person or an artist?
I think he would have changed his mind because some of what he feeling was going down wasn't really going down. Things were moving so fast, I don't think he saw all the signs. I think that whole thing might have been misdiagnosed.
Okay, so you saying that Biggie wasn't good for Pac?
Biggie was good for Pac until a point. Pac is the Don. That's it. No ifs, ands, or but. And honestly, and Pac did give him some game. He would do that to young rappers coming up, and y'all out there know. Pac was good about giving game, helping dudes out, coming out, hopping on everybody's track. That's why there's so many of them out there, because cats be like, yo, Pac, come to the studio. If I can make it, I can make it. But he come through and do that. But I don't think Biggie was behind that, ultimately. You know what I mean? I don't think Biggie was behind that.
Biggie wasn't with Bad Boy at the time, though, right?
Yeah, I think he was. He was, but Bad Boy was all over the area. They were shooting a video around the corner. We seen Lil C's and them. They were there. So
essentially
they were all over the area.
There was no room for two Dons.
I mean, Pac not that selfish, but you gotta respect him. And at the time, everybody doing their thing. I'm like, Pac, guys is busy. You know what I mean? Guys is into their own thing. He's like, but if they take some of mine, they better give it up. You know, and Pac felt like Biggie stole a lot of his swagger. You know, and then when the hit went down, you know, that just amplified it.
And the hit was what?
When they tried to rob him in New York.
And led to a shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Where was he shot?
Pac was shot, I think 1 or 2 bullets went in his skin, around his skull, and out the back.
You're kidding.
And he got shot in the foot, I believe. But the headshots was the ones that really, you know, shook me.
Right.
You know, I'm like, boy, you are truly blessed. Truly, truly blessed.
A J Mix exclusive.
What up, shut up?